So we now have the result of the eligibility screening for 24B00015. Attorney Kevin will read to us the result.
Okay, so for the result of the contract profile processing for contract ID 24B00090, participated by 2 bidders. We start with the first. Market Construction and Development Corporation. For its mayor's permit, pass. Sector registration, pass. Tax clearance, pass. Wages registration, pass. Pickup license and pickup registration, pass. Work experience, pass. NFCC, pass. So the first bidder, Madam Chair, is eligible to bid. For the second bidder, joint venture of HB Construction Corporation and MA Tesoro Construction. Mayor's permit, pass. Sector registration and DA registration, pass. Tax clearance, pass. Wages registration, pass. Pickup license and pickup registration, both pass. Work experience, pass. NFCC, pass. So the second bidder is likewise eligible to bid. Madam Chair.
For contract ID 24B00050, we have 2 eligible bidders, Market Construction and Development Corporation and EGP Construction Corporation, a joint venture with MA Tesoro Construction. For our first eligible bidder, Market Construction and Development Corporation, this is the original of their financial proposal for contract ID 24B00050. Time check. 10:33.
Okay, so for the financial proposal submitted by our first eligible bidder, Market Construction and Development Corporation, financial report, duly signed, check. Bill of quantities, duly signed, check. Detailed estimates, check. Cash flow by quarter, check.
The financial proposal of our first eligible bidder, Market Construction and Development Corporation, is compliant with the requirements. Please continue, Sir Kevin. This is the amount.
The total amount of bids submitted by our first eligible bidder is 64,177,807 pesos and 0.05 centavos. 64,177,807 pesos and 0.05 centavos. With no discount offered, Madam Chair. And the proposed contract duration is 124 calendar days.
Okay, for our second eligible bidder, the joint venture between EGB Construction Corporation and MA Tesoro Construction. I have here with me the original of their financial component for contract ID 24B00050. Time check, sir. 10:35. So for the financial proposal of EGB Construction Corporation in joint venture with MA Tesoro Construction, the 24B00050, bid form, signed, check. Bill of quantities, signed, check. Detailed estimate, check. pesos and 24 centavos, with no discount being offered, and for a contract duration of 124 calendar days. Thank you. So we now move to 24B 00062. Sir Kevin, please announce the result.
Okay, so for contract ID 24B 00062, we have a loan participating bidder. Double J 1908 construction. Police mayor's permit, pass. DTI registration, pass. Tax clearance, pass. PGM's registration, pass. Pickup license and pickup registration both pass. Work experience, pass. MFCC, pass. So our loan participating bidder is eligible to bid.
Thank you, sir. For contract ID 24B 00062, our loan participating bidder is eligible to bid, and this is the original of the financial component of the proposal. Time check, sir. 10:38.
For the financial development, double G 1908 construction, we have the bid form, we sign it. It is estimate, we sign it. Form, you decide check, and the last is as for like water. You decide check.
The financial component of the proposal of our loan eligible bidder, double J 1908 construction, is compliant with the requirements. Sir Bedong, please proceed in reading their offer.
Okay, the bid offer is 269,998,521 pesos and 31 centavos. I repeat, 269,998,521 pesos and 31 centavos. No discount offered. Calendar day, 365 calendar.
So for 24B 00062, the bid of our loan eligible bidder is 269,998,521 pesos and 31 centavos, with no discount, and the proposed contract duration is 365 calendar days. 365 calendar days. This is still subject to bid evaluation and post-qualification.
Hindi na-read yung kanina, ma'am.
So we go back to 24B 00050. I forgot to announce the lowest bid as read. For 24B 00050, the lowest bid as read is that offered by EGP Construction Corporation in joint venture with FH Tesoro
registration, check. Tax clearance, check. Diligence registration, check. Pickup license and pickup registration, check. Work experience, pass, and exit pass. So the second bidder is eligible to bid.
For contract ID 24B00069, we have two eligible bidders, Reconstruction and EJMP Construction. For our first eligible bidder, this is the original of their financial component of their proposal. Time check is 10:43.
So the financial component of Reconstruction for 24B00069. This form, size check, bill of quantities, sign check, detailed estimate, sign check, cash flow by quarter, sign check.
The financial proposal of our first eligible bidder, Reconstruction, is compliant with the requirements mentioned here. Sir Bernie, this is their bid offer.
So the bid offer of Reconstruction is 13,141,698 pesos and 65 centavos. I repeat, 13,141,698 pesos and 65 centavos. With a contract duration of
Discount po na, sir.
no discount. Let's see. With contract duration of 103 calendar.
For second eligible bidder, EJMP Construction, this is the original of the financial component of their proposal for contract ID 24B00069. Time check, sir. 10:46.
For the financial proposal of EJMP Construction, is for sign check, bill of quantities, sign check, detailed estimate, sign check, cash flow by quarter, sign check.
The financial component of the proposal of our second eligible bidder, EJMP Construction, is compliant with the requirements for checklist. Ross, is the bid offer.
Madam Chair, the bid amount offered is 13,181,204 pesos and 82 centavos. I repeat, 13,181,204 pesos and 82 centavos. no discount offered. The contract duration is 103 calendar days.
Thank you, Ma'am Rose. For contract ID 24B00069, the lowest fee that is that offered by Reconstruction is the amount of 30,141,698 pesos and 65 centavos with no discount, and the contract duration is 103 calendar days. This is still subject to bid evaluation and qualification. So for our last civil works project, we have contract ID 24D00070. So that is
Okay, so for the last project, 24D00070, participated by loan leader, Reconstruction and Supply. For its mayor's permit pass, PTI registration pass, tax clearance pass, field jobs registration pass, pickup license pass, pickup registration pass, work experience, Paved, and 65. In work experience, the remarks indicated here is work experience category does not match to the contract profile for major work category. Work experience is equivalent to 31.48% of the APC. So, in this regard, Madam Chair, as a matter of procedure, we would like to check the technical document submitted by our non-participating bidder to check if there is an attached updated SLCC, single largest completed contract. Okay, so with me is the technical component of the bid, once again, of our non-participating bidder, Construction and Supplies. So part of the technical document is a single largest completed contract. The contract name is 23BG0097, Ensure Safe and Reliable National Road System Network Development Program, Road Widening, Primary Roads, Daang, Maharlika, located at train number 7 Isabela. The nature of work is road widening. The total amount of the contract is 47,676,686 pesos and 49 centavos. This is completed May 26, 2022. Part also of this technical document is the notice of award of the said project, contract agreement, certificate of completion, contractors performance evaluation system rating, that is for contract ID 23GBG0097, the attached SLCC, with remarks very satisfactory. And the final rating as per final visit, remarks very satisfactory. The certificate of acceptance is not part of the technical documents, but based on our December 30, 2023. One year niya is December 30, 2024. So, once again, we put in the record that in lieu of the certificate of acceptance attached in the technical document is the CPS rating with the remark PS for the attached SLCC. So, therefore, based on our guidelines, we can consider that in lieu of the certificate of acceptance. But subject to validation. So, for the work experience of the non-leader of the Chair, Procurement, Construction and Supplies, is eligible to be.
So, for contract ID 24B00070, our low participating leader, Well Construction and Supplies, is eligible to bid. We now open the financial component of the proposal, and here it is. Sanchez? It's 1054. For the financial component of Well Construction and Supplies,
bid form, signed, check. Bill of quantities, signed, check. Detailed estimate, check. Cash flow by quarter, check.
the financial proposal of our low eligible bidder for 24B00070 is compliant with the requirements for checklist. Ma'am, Cecil, please consider the amount.
The bid offered by Well Construction and Supplies is 89,756,864 pesos and 77 centavos. I repeat, 89,756,864 pesos and 77 centavos. With no discount offered. And proposed contract duration is 267 calendar days.
So for contract ID 24B00070, we have the lowest bid, the red, is the amount of 89,766,864 pesos and 77 centavos with no discount and a contract duration of 267 calendar days, and it is offered by Well Construction and Supplies. It is still subject to bid evaluation and cost qualification. So we're now done with the first civil works project, and there's what I'm other agenda for opening of bid. So anyone can move for. Would somebody move for the adjournment of the meeting?
Madam Chair, I move for the adjournment of this procurement activity.
So before adjourning, I instruct Engineer Tuguegarao-Solana. Sir.
Okay, for the contract ID number 24B00042, we add project name is ensure safe and reliable national road system bridge program, widening of permanent bridges, connected bridges. This is the one to the LC along Maharlika. Location is Manila, Cagayan, connecting office is DPWH Office 2. Funding source is DPWH fiscal year 2024 na ABC is 52,432,000 pesos. Brief description of the project is construction of bridge and approaches. Approach A length is equal to 306.40 meters. Approach B length is equal to 97.89 meters. Bridge length is 31 meters. Completion of the bridge packet to development and peer additional protection of development. Painting of existing railings and windows. For the scope of work, we have the facilities for the engineer, provision, rental basis and operation and maintenance of combined field office, laboratory and living quarters building for the engineer. Provision of furniture, fixtures, equipment, and appliances for the field office and the living quarters for the engineer. Provision of 4x2 pickup type service vehicle for the engineer rental basis, brand new. Operation and maintenance of 4x2 pickup type service vehicle for the engineer. For other general requirements, we have traffic billboard, signboard for DPWH or 1 DNR. For occupational state and health program, we have traffic management, mobilization and mobilization, additional geotechnical investigation, environment management, and monitoring. For earthworks, removal of trees, 150 to 590 small removal of structures and obstruction, 550 meter feet, PCCP and concrete. We have removal of existing garbage and concrete posts, excavation, surplus canal, structure, pipe covers, and drains. We have foundation feet, shoring, treating, and replacement. Apartment, concrete structure, and concrete preparation. For surface and base course, we have the aggregate and base course. For surface courses, gravel surface course, asphalt on the grade, and PCC, 0.30 meter deep, 7 days concrete. For road bridge construction, concrete piles, cutting the poles, 0.80 meters by 140 and 140 meters by 10. Permanent casing or 0.80 and 1.40 meters by 10 feet. Concrete grinding, standard, tile integrity testing, bolts and nuts and washers, high strength diamonds testing, reinforcing the grade, 40 and 60. Structural concrete, 20.60 megapascal, 14 days concrete. Structural concrete, 20.68 and 27.58 megapascal, 28 days. And structural concrete, painting. In concrete class B, A6.5 Pascal. Paint, remolded expansion, 20 level sealant, 12 mm. For draining the store protection, we have pipe covers, 9, 10 mm. Diameter, class 2 CETC. Counted with brush, class 8, filter cloth, drain pipe, galvanized. For miscellaneous structures, we have carbon gather, cut and clay, metal grinding, metal beams, reinforcing single, WD metal beam entities to nose, road signs, wiring and regulatory, hazard markers, road signs, where trees, furnishing and transplanting, reflectorized thermoplastic pavement, white, reflectorized thermoplastic rubber strips, removal of existing reflectorized thermoplastic pavement, and waterproofing and then qualifier, we have the qualifier. The contractor must have completed about recently 1.4 meter diameter short pipe. For the contract duration, we have a total of 274 calendar days, with net working days of 207, predetermined and work approved days of 80 calendar days, some days and holidays of 49 calendar days. For pickup license, size range of this medium A. SLCC bidders should have completed the contract and bidder category of works with a construction cost of at least 50% of the AGC of the contract to be equivalent to 26,216,000 pesos. For major category of work, we have the DCCP for bridges, construction, complex infrastructure, with CAD in place 5. Similar categories of work, we have DRHCCP, bridges, rehabilitation, constructors, with cash in place 5. DRTCCP, bridges, and completing complex infrastructure, with cash in place 5. DCP for bridges, construction, with 5. DRT, bridges, rehabilitation, with 5. DRC, bridges, rehabilitation, complete. DCC, bridges, construction, complete. And DRR, bridges, rehabilitation, and complete. For work experience requirements for the key personnel, project manager must have 5 minimum years of total work experience in position, 3 minimum years of similar experience in position. For project engineer, with same as project manager. For materials engineer, simply accredited materials engineer 1. For quantity engineer or surveyor, 3 minimum years for total work experience in position, 2 minimum years of similar experience in position. For foreman, same as the project manager and the project engineer. For safety officer, should be accredited by knowledge. Pollution control officer, the certificate of training issued by PMG recognized organization. Now, materials in the assignment must be compliant to DPWH 090 series of 2016. The revised guidelines and accreditation of contractors, consultants, materials engineers. For minimum major equipment requirements, please refer to these leadership. That's all until for contract ID 24B0004.
Thank you, sir. For contract ID 24B00057, this should be presented to us by Engineer Salvachena.
Good morning again. For contract ID 24B0057, this is Mariano. The project name is Ensure Safe and Reliable National Road System, Asset Preservation Program, Rehabilitation, Reconstruction, Upgrading of Damaged paved roads, Primary Roads, Daang, Maharlika, and Paved, case 0292 plus 000 to case 0293 plus 225, case 0293 plus 356 to case 0294 plus 100, case 0294 plus 152 to case 0294 plus 407, case 0294 plus 660 to case 0295 plus 980, case 0296 plus 000 to case 0299 plus 000. The location is in the D and Bagabag, Nueva Vizcaya. The implementing office is 745 pesos. For the brief project description, it is an asphalt overlay with a length of 6.5412 kilometer, 19.082 lane kilometer as per survey, with selective road reblocking. This is 7-day concrete and RC pedestal with roadway lighting. For scope of work, we have facilities for the engineer, provision, rental basis, operation and maintenance of combined field office, laboratory and living quarters building for the engineer, provision of furniture, fixtures, and appliances for the field office of the engineer, provision of 4x2 pick-up type service vehicle for the engineer on rental basis, operation and maintenance of 4x2 pick-up type service vehicle for the engineer. Other general requirements, we have project billboard, signboard, DPWH COA DNR, occupational safety and health programs, traffic management, mobilization, demobilization, and environmental management and monitoring. For earthworks, we have removal of actual structures, obstructions with 0.20 meter thickness, BCCP, removal of actual structures, obstructions with 0.10 meter thickness, ACP, excavation, surplus command, subgrade preparation.
Bro, before you proceed, pag-check lang, pwede pag-check yung under the facilities for the engineer, yung provision of 4x2 pickup type service vehicle for the engineer rental basis, please add brand new. Okay, ma'am.
For sub-base and base course, we have aggregate base course, polymer, stabilized sub-base, base surface course. For surface course, we have asphalt overlay, PCCP with 0.30 meter thick, 7-day concrete.
Sabi lang, ma'am. Critical next page.
For miscellaneous structures, we have flexorized pavement marking, white and yellow, roadway lighting, RC pedestal, wall. For contract duration, we have net working days, 140 calendar days, predetermined unworkable days, 13, Sundays and holidays, 35, with a total of 188 calendar days. For eligibility requirements, we have pickup license, must at least be DPWH. For SLPC, bidder should have completed a contract or major category of work with a construction cost of at least 50% of the ABC of the contract to be bid, which is 98,281,872 pesos and 50 centavos. For major category of work, RCA, roads, construction, asphalt. Similar categories of work, RRA, roads, rehabilitation, asphalt. For project requirements, work experience requirements for the key personnel, refer to the bid data sheet. The material engineer assignment must be compliant to DPWH DO 98 series of 2016, which is the revised guidelines on the accreditation of contractors, consultants, material engineers. For minimum major requirements, equipment requirements, likewise, please refer to the bid data sheet of the bidding document. The list of material testing equipment must be in accordance with DO 11 series of 2017. That's all, Madam Chair, for contract ID number 24B00057. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am Rose. For contract ID 2014-00063, this will be presented
B00063, the project name 001 Ensure Safe and Reliable National Road System Network Development Program, construction of bypass and diversion roads to Tuguegarao Road, including Tuguegarao and Naguilian Bridge and approach, yes, phase 3 Cagayan. Location is Tuguegarao City and Naguilian. Implementing office is DPWH Regional Office 2 with a funding source of DPWH FY 2024 CAA with an ABC of 238 million 65,000 pesos only. The brief project description is construction of bridge and approaches with length equivalent to 1,827.9 meters, 8 pieces, 1.6 meter diameter, and 33.2 meters board piles at piers 48, 49, 8 pieces, 2.4 diameter by 38 meters board pile at pier 40 and 43, column and coping of piers 40 to 44 and 48, 49, coping of pier 47, 1.20 meter length, steel gradeway, and 2 units platform. The scope of works under facilities for the engineer is the provision on a rental basis, operation and maintenance of combined field office, laboratory, and living quarters, building for the engineer, provision of furniture, fixture, and appliances for the field office of the engineer, and the provision of 4x2 pickup type service vehicle for the engineer on a rental basis, brand new, and operation of maintenance of 4x2 pickup type service vehicle for the engineer. Under other general requirements, we have project billboards, signboards for DPWH, OWA, and DNR. We have also occupational safety and health program. We have also traffic management, mobilization and demobilization, environmental management, and monitoring. For earthworks, we have foundation field. Under road and bridge construction, we have steel and spile, that is furnace and driven. We have also complete pile cast in drill holes, 1.6 meters and 2.4 meters in diameter. We have also permanent casing with permanent dip for 1.6 meters and 2.4 meters diameter. We have also pile integrity test, that is the cross morning and low strain, and we have also the high strain dynamic testing with IPA. We have also structural steel, varnished and erected, and it is on grade 36. And reinforced steel grade, reinforcing steel bars with grade 40 and 60 for bridges. Structural concrete with a strength of 27.5 58 megapascal plus 8 on a 28 base for bridges. For bridge, green concrete plus B with a strength of 16.5 megapascal. And lastly, we have the bearing devices and steel bearing. The qualifier is the contractor must have completed or completed a 2 meters diameter work pipe. The contract duration, 10 working days, we have 294 calendar days. We determine unworkable days, 90 calendar days. Sundays and holidays, we have 52 calendar days, with a total of 365 calendar days. The required pickup license is price range at least may be. For SLCC, bidders should have completed a contract or major category of works with a construction cost of at least 50% of the ABC of the contract to be bid, which is equivalent to 119,032,500 pesos only. For major category of work, we have bridges, construction, concrete, superstructure, and cut in place piles. For similar categories of work, we have bridges, rehabilitation, concrete, superstructure with cut in place piles, bridges, retrofitting concrete, superstructure with cut in place piles. BCP, that is Bridge Construction Report Files, BRP, which is Bridge Rehabilitation Report Files, BRC, which is Bridge Rehabilitation Concrete, BCC, that is Bridge Construction Concrete, and lastly, BRR, which is Bridges Rehabilitation and Road Repeating. For project requirements, for work experience requirement for the key personnel, the project manager and the project engineer must have at least 5 minimum years of total work experience in position and 3 minimum years of similar experience same position. The materials engineer must be an accredited materials engineer too. For the quantity engineer or surveyor, must have 3 minimum years of total work experience, same position on, and 2 minimum years of similar experience, same position. And for foreman, 5 minimum years of total work experience, same position, and 3 minimum years of similar experience, same position. And the safety officer must be accredited by the college. And the pollution control officer must be a certificate of training issued by an EMG recognized organization. Note, materials engineer assignment must be in compliance to DPWH DONCA series of 2016, revised guidelines on the accreditation of contractors or consultant materials engineers. For the minimum major equipment requirements, please refer to page 86. And the list of material testing equipment must be in accordance with Department Order number 11 series of 2017. That's all, Madam Chair. For contract review number 24P00006.
Thank you, Mr. Bernie. For the requirements of the meeting docs, it should be presented to us by Attorney Mary Mariano. Again, good morning. For the technical and financial requirements, the technical proposal shall be contained in the first envelope. Shall include eligibility requirements, which must be updated in the DPWH Civil Works Registry. The bid security, the project requirements, including the organizational chart for the contract to be bid, the list of contractors, key personnel to be assigned to the contract with their complete qualification and experience data, the list of contractors, construction, and laboratory equipment pledged to the contract, supported by proofs of ownership or lease agreements, and the omnibus source statement. For registration in the DPWH Civil Works application, if the bidder is not enrolled in the CWA, the bidder must submit its Class A and Class B documents, excluding the 5 Class A documents covered by the Project Registration Certificate. If the bidder is enrolled in the CWA, it must update the pertinent documents in the CWA through the contractor profile application in the DPWH website. For the bid security, the bid validity period and the bid security validity period shall be 120 calendar days from the date of submission of bid. The bid security shall include bid security declaration or at least one other form, which may be a cash or cashier's manager's check issued by a universal or commercial bank, or a bank draft or bank guarantee revocable letter of credit issued by a universal or commercial bank, equivalent to 2% of the ABC, or a surety bond callable on demand issued by a surety or insurance company duly certified by the Insurance Commission as authorized to issue such security equivalent to 5% of the ABC. For the financial proposal, it should include the signed bid form indicating the total bid price and contract duration, the signed bill of quantities with bid prices, and detailed estimates including a summary sheet indicating the unit prices of construction materials, labor rates, and equipment rentals used in coming up with the bid, and the cash flow by quarter and payment schedule. During bid evaluation, the bank shall evaluate the financial proposal using non Please take note that all items of work as indicated in the bidding documents must be included in the bill of quantities, which is part of the financial proposal. So if no price is required item, it shall be considered non-complying, indicating a zero or a dash shall be considered free to the government. All prices are deemed to include all taxes, and bids not addressing or providing all of the required items in the bidding documents, including where applicable BOQ, shall be considered non-responsive. As to the arithmetical corrections and discrepancies, please take note that prices must be round to two decimal places, and in case of discrepancies in bid prices, in figures versus words prevail, total price versus unit price per item, unit price prevails, total price versus actual sum of component items, actual prevails, unit cost in detailed estimate versus unit cost in BOQ, the latter prevails. And the bank shall automatically disqualify any total calculated bid price which exceeds the ABC. And during cost qualification, the bank shall also conduct a verification of the legal requirements, including the licenses, certificates, and permits, and shall also ascertain the fact that the bidder is not included in the blacklist of contractors provided by the DPWH and the GBPP. And also the verification of technical requirements, compliance of the single largest completed contract similar to the contract being procured, the competence and experience of key personnel to be assigned to the project, the availability of major equipment units pledged to the project, and the authenticity of the bid security. Also during cost qualification, the consideration of the performance in its ongoing project, no negative slippage of at least 15% in a single contract, no negative slippage of at least 10% in two or more contracts, no substandard quality of work as per contract plans and specifications, no unsatisfactory performance of the contractor's obligations as per contract terms and conditions at the time of inspection, no liquidated damages currently imposed on the contractor, and whether there is failure of the contractor to commence repair works on ongoing contracts in the prescribed date after receipt of the procuring entity's notice of defects and deficiencies, and a failure of the contractor to commence repair works on contracts with pending certificates of acceptance in the prescribed date after receipt of the procuring entity's notice of defects and failures, and also the result of the contractor's performance evaluation system. As per Department Order Number 9, Series of 2012, if a proposed key technical personnel is an employee of the bidder and working on another project at the same time of the bidding, the bidder shall submit a certification that the personnel will be pulled out from the ongoing project once the bidder is awarded the contract, and that he or she will be replaced with another person with equal or better qualifications as certified by the head of the implementing office. The bidder may propose a key technical personnel who is not his employee, provided that the said personnel is required to submit a certification that he or she will work for the bidder if it is awarded the contract under bidding. And this certification shall be included in the first envelope of the sealed bid. Also, to be verified during cost qualification is the set of equipment pledged by the bidder. The bidder should specify in the submitted bid the location of the equipment where they can be inspected, and if any piece of the equipment is not in the specified location, the bidder shall be cost disqualified. So for the deadline of submission of clarification, it shall be 10 days before submission of bid. Any supplemental bid bulletins shall be posted in the SkillJet and DPWH website. For the deadline of submission of bids, it shall be on March 12, 2024 until 10 a.m. Manual submissions at the Procurement Conference Room, 4th floor, DPWH Regional Office 2, Extension Building 2, Regional Government Center, Cagayan, Tuguegarao City, Cagayan. Electronic submissions may be done through electronic bids_r2@dpwh.gov.ph. And for the number of copy of bid proposal, the Conference Room, 4th floor, DPWH Regional Office 2, Extension Building 2, Regional Government Center, Garlic Tour, Tuguegarao City, Cagayan. Bidding documents and plans may be downloaded from the PhilJobs and DPWH website. That's all, Madam Chair. Thank you. Thank you, Ma'am Queen. So we're done with the public conference for the 3 civil works projects for bidding on March 12, 2024. For 24B, 00042, 57, and 63. May other matters pa tayo take up? Wala na. So the Secretariat is instructed to prepare the minutes of this public conference for these 3 civil works projects. Before we adjourn, again, I'd like to thank our auditor for attending the opening of bids and also this private conference. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Motion, any motion?
So this, I move for the adjournment of the private conference of these 3 projects.
So there's a motion and it's seconded and no objection. This private conference is adjourned at 11:37. Thank you for attending this private conference.